Perak HaMoicher Asfina, Daf Pei Beis, sponsored L'Refuah Shlema for Chai Rivka Bas Esther. The Gemara's conclusion concerning the ruling of the Mishnah, shoots growing from the trunk of the tree belong to the purchaser. Although they belong to the purchaser, those growing at the base of the tree must be cut off because of the concern of shirtom, soil deposits that make the shoots appear to be separate trees. However, he can use them for firewood. Rav Nachman received the tradition, Dekel ein lo geza. The Gemara discusses its meaning. Rav Zavid explains that date palm does not regenerate after cutting the top that dried out. As a result, he has no hope shoots will grow. If they do grow, they belong to the seller. Trees that regenerate, their pruning stimulate growth of shoots. The purchaser anticipates them and is entitled to them. Our Mishnah refers to a 5-year contract where the purchaser can anticipate shoots even from palm trees. Rav Papa disagrees. The Mishnah teaches even if one purchased 2 trees, that one is not permitted to replant, is entitled to shoots from their trunks. He explains the Mishnah refers to trees that grow shoots. Rav Nachman, unlike the Mishnah, refers to palm trees. Our Mishnah teaches a purchase of 3 trees acquires the land. The Gemara discusses how much land. Chia bar Abba holds beneath, between, around, enough for the purchaser to stand with a basket and pick. The Gemara challenges this. Number 1, Rabbi Elazar claims if he has to buy right of access, he certainly should not be entitled to the convenience of acquiring area outside the tree for picking. His challenge applies only to 3 trees. Rabbi Zera explains a seller of 2 trees pledges his land to the purchaser. Number 2, Rabbi Elazar seems to disagree with his Shmuel, his Rebbe, who holds like Rabbi Akiva that a seller sells generously, including a right of access. Refutation. Our Mishnah is not comparable to a bor vidus, a pit and cistern. There is no damage to the seller's land. However, if the seller could not trim the purchaser's trees, he would not be able to plant or plow. Even Rabbi Akiva in such a case agrees the seller can trim them. Therefore, Rabbi Chia's contention is correct. Just as Rabbi Akiva awards the purchaser right of way, he awards him enough area to pick fruit carrying a basket. The Gemara discusses whose right is to plant in the area surrounding the tree. The Gemara concludes neither have the right to plant that area. The purchaser has no planting rights. He can claim to the seller fruits falling onto the seeds will get soiled. The Gemara concludes with a dispute what constitutes a field of trees. Rav Yosef holds a minimum of 4 to a maximum of 8 amos between them. Rava said in the name of Rav Nachman a minimum of 8 to a maximum of 16 amos. The Gemara proves the opinion of Rav Nachman. The law regarding kilayim is one is not permitted to plant in a vineyard. If there is 16 amos between the vines, it does not constitute a vineyard. One can plant between them. Therefore, up to 16 amos is one field. If you're enjoying Daf and 5, please click on the link below, subscribe, and become a sponsor. Moadim l'simcha, a guten moed, and a guten Shabbos.